Welcome, 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 everybody. Come on in and have a seat. My name is SisterlyThrower, and oh my god, my hair looks horrible. Oh, hold on. You guys know I will stop a stream just because of my hair. Let's be honest. My name is SisterlyThrower with the Geek Grid Studios. I am entirely too warm. That's better. So, you guys should notice I fixed a couple of things. First off, if you were here for the tiny little stream the other day, you'll notice that I didn't have headphones on because my headphones were so broken. I fixed that. I fixed an issue with the stream, so you should see more frames, a bit more consistency in the stream there. And yeah. I don't remember where exactly we go. Mitchell's here. This isn't Solitaire. You're such a diva. Naked stream? Might need to use a different website for that, though. I can't even tell you how little I want to do a naked stream. I can't even begin to describe how little you guys want that, let alone me. But we're here, and we are not where we're supposed to be. That's okay. So, for anybody who did not join, we actually started this quest in the last stream. Basically, the council got word that Saren sent a bunch of Geth to this planet. It's a colony of Zoo's Hope. So we are here investigating what exactly it is that that little traitorous bastard wants. You don't know what I want, you don't know me. And sorry, can we take a minute to appreciate the fact that Mitchell's calling me a diva? Apparently I have points. Because I want the heavy armor. And then we'll do commando all the way up. And then maybe assault training, probably. Yeah. I missed, but okay. Wow, so rude. Well, it's good to have you here. Buddy, how you doing? We are... Yeah. We're trying to find out what way to go here. I played through the original Mass Effect like 2 or 3 times. I always get lost here. That sounds like a you problem. Yeah, I know it does. Okay. So that's how we go to the main quest. I remember that. But we got a couple of other side quests here that have to do with going downstairs, yes. We're gonna...
Oh god, they're everywhere!
Oh, good lord. Lord, I'm just annihilating people. Let's go. Oh, is it because you're being mean? No. Get a thicker skin. Okay, I believe this is related to how we turn the water back on. Colony does not have any water right now, so we're trying to turn the pipes back on. It's a small side quest. Would you pull it with the rockets, please? Thank you.
This valve looks like part of a large system. There are likely others.
I'm fine. Head PT did not, which is sad, but said how thankful and appreciative I am for his help in my recovery. Basically said he's proud of me. Oh, well, that's nice. How many more sessions do you have?
The system has not yet activated. I do not believe we are finished yet. We should look for another valve.
this is a different quest. In this quest, we have to get meat. Colony. And we were supposed to kill him. As you can see, how very difficult. Sludge canister. No clue. A lot, even if insurance stops covering, it's only $100 a session, so we'll pay out of pocket. Okay. I wasn't sure, like, if he had given you, like, a, you know, oh, you know, you'll be done with treatment in, you know, however long. But... oh, right. That was the other thing, is they need power cells. We're just getting all sorts of stuff done. So we have to inform him. We have to inform her. Oh, the Geth in the tunnels. I don't know where that is, but I feel like I might figure it out. I feel like it's something that naturally comes up with the quest line here. Oh, this looks good. Team. Thanks. For nothing. What in the Sam Hill is wrong with you two? You know what? Whatever. Whatever. Now we just gotta find this last thing here. Also, team, you're welcome. What is up, Bat Brain? How you living, man? What's going on? Actually, you know what we got here? We got some of that sweet, sweet command action. Because ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, and everybody who is here, we have the one and only go give Batbrain some love. How you doing, brother?
So much suffering, so much death, yet still they stay and fight.
Okay, so now this is right about the part where I typically get lost then. Because if I didn't... oh! Stop it, 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 stop it. There we go. There we go. Who's left? Come on. Want some jam with this jelly, because I will jam my bullets in your face. Oh, I'm not allowed to shoot him, apparently. That's unfortunate. Yard work and pain? Is the yard work the pain, or is there some other pain here? Like, what's going on, man?
You don't want to go down there.
Out of my way!
What are you doing down here?
Nothing I should be, anything I shouldn't. No! That was a good one. Very intense.
You okay, buddy?
What's the matter with you?
Just invoking the Master's whip. Helps remind me I'm still alive.
What?
You're here for the Geth, aren't you? You're not the only one interested in those things.
Yard work is pain. Yeah, I've been there, man. I'm okay with most yard work, but I absolutely despise weeding. I don't know why.
Who else is looking for the Geth?
Not looking for, looking to get rid of. They're a thorn in the side of the... Ah! I'm trying to get to the... Dying!
This one is no longer fit. We should leave him.
Kill him! No.
Is there anything I can do to help you? Do you even want help?
Help me?
Hate it, but ironically I used to do landscaping? I didn't know that about you.
I'd rather die fighting.
Fighting what?
Not that kind of fight. It's like running through a thorn bush. The more you struggle, time's up. Company's coming. Ask Fidan. Ask him about the... Ah!
Look out!
What the... What is going on?
Think we got him, Commander.
I won't do it. I won't. I can't. I won't do it.
Okay, we gotta find this water switch and get out of here, because this is getting freakier by the minute. Oh, wait. I came from there. Is there a doorway over here? No, that's not a doorway. Okay. Oh, that's not a doorway either.
On me.
Maybe this way? Wasn't I just over here? No, apparently I wasn't. Hedge trimming is the worst? See, I'm that kind of person that you hate working with. Like, I'm okay with hedge trimming. I'd actually enjoy it. But I would despise cleaning up after it. Please tell me. Okay, apparently I'm just stupid. Alright. It's not... Okay, and it's not that. Come on, buddy. Yeah, doing the actual hedge trimming, I was always fine with. But then my father, trying to teach me a necessary lesson, always said, you have to clean up the little trimmings after you make them. I'm like, well, shit. Doing both sucks. Hate hedge trimming, remove the hedges, hate mowing the lawn, turn it into a flower bed. Hate XYZ, eliminate the problem. Yeah, there you go, Mitchell. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the colony now and turn all these things in just to see what kind of rewards we can get. Which I think is through here. If that's the elevator... let's go. I can navigate. Fidan?
Commander, what can I do for you?
Some of the colonists are acting strange.
We've been over this, Commander. The colonists are my concern. The Geth are yours.
I destroyed a Geth transmitter in the tunnels. It won't be a problem any longer.
Thank you, Commander. We're in your debt.
Just burn it down and replant.
You've
Boom,
taken
no
a
more
great
hard
weight
work.
off my
Yeah.
shoulders. I just wish I had such good news for every problem.
Is there anything I can do to solve your water shortage?
Marka Doyle has been assigned to that particular issue. If you
Okay.
have
I'll talk to you when I learn more.
So we got that. Oh, now you guys are deciding to walk with me. How delightful.
Hello again, Commander.
I killed the big Varen. The rest are yours.
Excellent. I'll organize a hunt when the immediate threat of the Geth is gone.
Just pay up.
I have to go.
Here, for your trouble. It's not much, I know, but it's all we can spare.
Or a condo? Yeah. Condo's always an option. I always thought a condo was a bad thing when I was growing up, and I have no idea where I got that impression from.
Glad you showed up. I still need the power cells for this generator, though.
I found these power cells in the tunnels. Are they what you're looking for?
I knew they'd turn up eventually. Here, Fidan gave me some requisition money. It's all yours. Now if I can kick these power cells into place, I'll have this colony up and running in no time.
The water started running not long ago. Thanks to you, I assume. Now
Of
we just have to
course.
deal with the Geth and we can get back to growing this colony.
Let's go. Alright, so let's level up the squad. Okay, now I can put on heavy armor, so I don't really care about the armor stat anymore. Let's... Oh, frick! That's the second time I've done that. But let's go into... Take all. Did I never give this to... I was gonna say, I should have given that to Liara, but whatever. Ah, so now I just have crappy armor. Should be the problem. Let's put this on for right now. Oh my god, I hate that color. Is there really no transmog in this game? Oh my god, I hate that color so much. Oh my god, I feel like Buzz Lightyear. Almost like that, you're like, ah, shoot. Yeah. Okay, question. You are the designer of armor for a military force. What in the Sam Hill makes you think that white is going to be a good color for that? You know for a fact that the people that are going to be wearing this armor are going to be involved. Yeah. Hello. I'm trying to make a point here.
Area secured.
We okay here, friends?
And now to the Geth base. Not something an intelligent being would typically say.
Okay. Because they work in the Okay, you found like the one exception I think I would be willing to take to this. You are right. I remember reading about that guy. God, what was his name? Dude was nuts. He was like a Finnish sniper. Called him the White Death. No, that can't be good.
The last batch went south. What are they looking for?
We are receiving a weak comm signal. I cannot pinpoint its location through the gap.
Trying to make a point, and they just start shooting out of nowhere. So I know.
More chatter, Commander Shepard. I still can't.
I'm
fix
here
the
trying to have a nice conversation with everybody.
Lisbeth would still be in there. It's only been a few days.
Lisbeth. Sorry, I was driving past these. I didn't know if I could walk in there and pilfer more things. Dude was nuts. He was like some farm owner that happened to have a rifle on hand for shooting foxes to get them out of his farm. And he turned into one of the most prolific snipers in wartime history. Ha, losers. Okay, why am I still getting a signal? Aha! Okay, there are people in there. Hello? I've come for your things and your life. Okay. Let's keep it going. Oh, shit. Sorry. Farmer with shotgun from Dragon Ball is in Mass Effect? That's crazy. If only, man. You can make some real money on that. Be a bestseller. Come along, boo. Can't leave you behind. Because sometimes you just apparently get frozen with the terrors of war and refuse to walk. Alright, let's turn this car around. Bibbidi bobbidi boobidi. I'm on my way out of here. Habbidi. Ding dong. Ding dong, deliverance is here. And not that other kind of deliverance, not the
Not one of the Geth.
They've got us on visual. We must be close.
Dealing with the Geth is more important.
Oh shoot, this is bad because I actually need to know where they are. I think... Oh yeah, okay, sweet. Let's go make friends. Because there's one more quest we have to pick up in here. Hello.
That's close enough.
Relax, Jong. They're obviously not Geth.
Get back, Juliana. Who are you? What do you want?
Stand down. I'm tempted.
Commander Shepard, I'm here to remove your Geth problem.
You see? You worry too much.
And you trust too easily, Juliana.
I'm just glad to see a friendly face. I thought we were the only humans left on this planet.
Dan and some of the members of Zoo's Hope are still alive.
I thought you said they were all dead.
I said they were probably all dead.
They're surviving despite everything the Geth have done to them.
We know what that's like. Those damn synthetics are relentless.
I'll do whatever I can to keep them away from you. But I need some information.
What kind of information?
Ignore him. The Geth are up in the Exogeny headquarters, just a bit further along the Skyway.
Those headquarters are private property, soldier. Remove the Geth and nothing else.
I'm not interested in your company's secrets.
Commander, before you go, my daughter, Lisbeth, she's missing.
They shouldn't waste time poking around. We can do a proper accounting of our casualties after the Geth are gone.
Dude.
That's my daughter you're talking about. She's still alive. I know it.
Where is your daughter, Juliana?
She was working in the Exogeny building when the attacks came.
Oh, yeah, there were several places she could hide. For a short time.
If she's in there, I'll get her out.
Thank you, Commander. Thank you.
Stay bunkered down until I find out what the Geth are after.
Of course. And please remember, if you see my daughter...
I was hoping you'd have a moment to speak with me. I've got a bit of a problem.
What do you need?
I need to retrieve some data. It's not a big job, but it pays well.
I'm listening.
Good. Good. Poking around in the ruins has become a bit too dangerous for me.
What is it about you that makes people assume we enjoy being in harm's way?
It's not that bad, really. All you need to do is find
Tally
the
is so
console
done
at
with
Exogeny
all of
headquarters
this.
and drop the data onto this OSD. It's that simple.
I'll look around if I get the chance.
I appreciate it. That data could be worth a lot of money. Of course, this all depends on getting out of here alive.
You know what? Let's see. See what we've got going on here. Alright, there we go.
Time to get moving.
Just keep in mind what I said.
Whatever, dude. I'm out of here. So they're further along the Skyway, but I think... Oh, isn't there... Son of a gun, I have a vague memory of being able to get through that door. Anywho, let's keep it going. Oh yeah, boosty, boosty. Oh god. Oh, jeepers. Sorry. Sorry to Liara and Tally and the people who have to paint the wall later. Sorry. Let's keep it going. Do you mind? Now, guys, as we continue on through this game, of course, when there's dialogue going on, you do have to prioritize the dialogue and just make sure you guys are getting the story. However, as per always, we can have a chat too.
The Skyway's crawling with Geth. Package is secure.
Anyway, we can always have a discussion too about what you've been hearing in the news. Anybody hear any gaming news or life news? Positive news? Not so positive? If you need to vent. They don't call me the video game therapist for nothing. Lay it on me. My microphone there. So
Shut down the comm. We've got incoming Geth. Damn it! Shut down the comm.
Heading to position.
there's Geth in these here parts. Uh-oh. Excuse me. Uh-oh. Oh, hi! You know, I do love this game, but I will never understand the idea of programming in a way for my AI teammates to walk in front of me while I'm shooting. Never understood that. Ghost of Tsushima sequel / solo DLC rumor. I gotta be honest, this is the first time hearing about it. What did you hear and where did you hear it from? actually just recommended Ghost of Tsushima to my brother-in-law yesterday. All right, no, this is the tricky one. He's not technically my brother-in-law. He's my wife's brother-in-law.
The gap is moving rather quickly. Resistance will be extremely heavy once we are inside.
See, I know I've talked about this before on that other planet where we picked up Liara, but there was a point in time where I actually shoved the Mako through this gap in the wall. I broke the game shortly after that, and I had to redo a bunch of hours of gameplay, but God, that was satisfying. And it's a thing in Twitter Flipboard. I like a big game, so think Uncharted Lost Legacies. Oh shoot, maybe this is what I was thinking about. Maybe?
We'll need another way in.
Who was it on Twitter? Like a reliable leaker? Oh god, hi! Oh, jeepers. Phew.
Perimeter secured.
Alrighty then. I don't know, I always have kind of a cynical outlook when it comes to things I'm hearing on the internet, so. You'll have to forgive me if I'm a little skeptical. Okay, now wait, if I'm not supposed to go there... Under here? What am I doing? Fat Brain, what'd you think about Ghost of Tsushima? You ever play? You hip to that crowd?
A one-way trip down, Commander Shepard.
Found it.
Damn it! I'm so sorry. I thought you were Geth, or one of those Baron.
We found her.
But why were you here in the first place?
It's my own fault. Everyone else was running, and I stayed to back up data. Next thing I knew, the Geth ship latched on, and the power went out. I was trapped. I tried to get out, but the way was blocked.
We'll get you out as soon as we find out what the Geth are after.
It's not the Geth, it's the energy field they put up. They don't want anyone else getting access to the...
I'm here for the Geth. It's very important I find out what they're after.
I don't know for certain, but I'm guessing they're here for the Thorian.
Thorian? What is that exactly?
It's an important part of the story, so
It's
I'll
an indigenous
but-
life form. Exogeny was studying it.
What else can you tell me? Do you know where I can find this Thorian?
I might be able to, but not with those Geth crawling around everywhere. Look, we need to get out of here, past that field.
Do you know how we can shut it down?
No, not exactly. But I think the Geth ship is powering it. I've noticed the Geth laying power cables everywhere. You could follow those cables, but there's Geth all over the place.
Tell me what you know about the Thorian.
I really don't know that much about it. I think it's some kind of plant being. I know it's very old. Thousands of years, even.
You stay put. I'll go open some doors.
Oh, here, take my ID. This should get you past any locked doors. Good luck with that field.
Perimeter clear.
Alrighty then. Easily one of my favorite PS4 games. Talked about it with Jared, as we played such a deep story and so much meaning. I was about ready to 100% that game until I realized a couple of the achievements were DOA. Right back? Alright. Take your time. I'll be here. Shooting everything in sight. Is that the entrance? Yeah, because we came in from there. So that's got to be the entrance to the building. I always get lost in this, no matter how many times I play through this game.
Stupid machine! Access encrypted files. No, I don't want to review protocol.
I am unable to comply. Please contact your supervisor.
Damn it! Tell me what I want or I'll blast your virtual ass into actual dust!
Please contact your supervisor for a level 4 security exemption or make an appointment with...
Stupid machine!
If there is nothing else, please step aside. There is a queue forming behind you for the use of this console.
That's terrifying when they fly at you like that.
Exogeny Corporation reminds all staff that the discharging of weapons while on company property is strictly forbidden.
Oh, ask me how
Welcome
much I
back,
care.
Research Assistant Elizabeth Bainham. What can I do for you?
How do you know I'm Lisbeth?
Your access card identifies you as Elizabeth Bainham. Is there something you require, Dr. Bainham?
What information was the last user attempting to access?
Fetching data. The previous user was attempting to access details on the study of subject species 37, the Thorian.
Damn it!
Tell me everything you told the Krogan.
I was unable to provide the previous user with any relevant data. Aside from lacking proper access, there has been no new data available on species 37. All sensors monitoring the observation post at Zeus Hope have been inactive for several cycles.
What does Zeus Hope have to do with the Thorian?
Species 37 is located within the substructure of the Zeus Hope outpost.
Tell me everything you know about the Thorian.
The Thorian is a simple plant life form that exhibits a sentient behavior uncommon with other flora.
This is important.
Through dispersion and the eventual inhalation of spores, it can affect and control other organisms, including humans. The Zeus Hope control group has yielded interesting results. Before sensors went offline, almost 85% of all test subjects were infected.
Are you saying Exogeny knew its people were getting infected?
It was deemed necessary to assess the true potential of species 37.
That explains their strange behavior. Your pilot should be warned.
Joker. Come in, Joker. Damn it, that field's blocking us.
We must find a way around the field. We must get back to Zeus Hope.
VI, what can you tell me about the Geth ship and the field it's generating?
Yeah, mind control plant.
I have limited data on the Geth. They have effectively blocked all sensors within the facility. I have detected unusual power fluctuations, but am unable to determine the source.
We need to find that ship. Let's get moving.
Going to standby mode.
So we came from here. Let's keep going.
The Geth used these claws to anchor their ships to the sides of buildings.
Indelicate perhaps, but very efficient. How do we cut the power if it's coming from the ship?
It will be difficult. We can check the other claws for weaknesses, but the Geth are very thorough.
This structure seems to have significance for the Geth. Is it possible they set up this room to serve as a sacred temple of sorts?
The Geth blur the line between organic and synthetic life. It's natural to assume
I
they
don't
seek
know.
understanding from a higher power.
This structure seems Is it possible they set up this room to serve as a sacred temple of sorts?
The Geth blur the line between organic and synthetic life. It's natural to assume they seek understanding from a higher power.
My signal's jammed. Oh, hi. Thank you, Liara, Tally, or whichever one of you did that. I appreciate you. I don't know, part of me thinks they're just bots and I've just been, you know, happening to get unlucky with them. This is the way I'm supposed to go. Let me check out, check out down here. Or maybe this is the way I'm supposed to go. I don't know. How am I doing? I'm doing alright. I always feel better about the day when I get to, you know, do a show. I feel like I'm, you know, actually using my day for something I can be really proud of, really happy with. Oh, I am glad we went this way. This is the guy that needs that data. Test samples were due to arrive 3 days ago, but we haven't heard anything from the colony or the cargo vessel. We suspect the samples became volatile and recommend cutting off all further contact with the Notacrux colony. Even if the colony is discovered, no one should be able to trace the events there back to us. I've got some sort of other colony involved here, which I'm assuming Maroon Sea Cluster Vostok system. Ow. Cracked my ankle.
It's over now.
Is it though? Alright. take care of business. Burbity flurbity. Oh, wait. Maybe it's here. I'm sorry, guys. I have no idea where to go. But that's okay. We just get more time to chat. I looked up what you were saying there briefly, and I did see a reference to a title called Ghost of Ikishima. I don't know, it would be interesting to see how exactly they tackle the issue of a sequel in that genre, in that game. Oh my god, there was a set of stairs here the entire time.
Same as before, we don't have the ordnance to blow this claw. Let's keep looking.
Yard work is done, now it's lunchtime. Let's go. What's on the menu? Haven't eaten anything since 7 p.m.? Dude. Do I need to hit you with the self-care baseball bat? I will. Private log of Dr. Gamorley. I don't trust the Cerberus group. They may pay us well, but if this gets out before we've developed an antidote, it's just not smart. They won't tell us what they want the samples for or why they wanted them delivered to the Matano system. My record showed nothing of interest out there. Oh good, we picked up another quest. And a repair ticket attached to the console. Damn door to the shuttle bay is fried again. Works fine if the PSI is 30 or lower. And the safety shutoff kicks in if the PSI gets above 34. But if the PSI is in the 31 to 34 range, or zone, the door slams down with enough power to shear through a metal I-beam. Somebody fix this before one of my team loses an arm in that thing. Oh, interesting. So let me guess. The claw is in the shuttle bay door. So I have to... lost a claw. What time is it where you are? Is that the cousin of bonking for being horny on main? Intermittent fasting. Trying to cut weight before a steam fest? Okay. 1 p.m. on the dot. East Coast.
The field barring the exit will be down. Now we can go deal with the Storian creature. I hope that ship was full of those Geth bastards.
I repeat, Normandy to shore party. Are you reading? Anyone there? Normandy to shore party. Come on, Commander, talk to me.
Is that you, Joker? What's going on over there?
We're in lockdown here, Commander. Something happened to the colonists. They're banging on the hull, trying to claw their way inside the ship. They're freaking out.
They can't do any real damage. We're on our way back. Just hold your position.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll just wait right here for you, Commander.
If you're doing it in a healthy
This place
way
will
and
be
if you've
crawling
got a
with Geth in
plan,
minute.
then I
Keep
retract my
together and we'll
previous
get out of here in
statement.
one piece.
I will not hit you with the self-care bat. And instead, I will simply say kudos to you for having the self-control to be able to do that, because God knows I don't think I ever could. I was going to say, I think this is the right way. We're coming up on one of the things in this game that caused me the most frustration. Just about the most frustration I ever had in this game. And I'm curious to see what they did with it this time. Keto? It'll make it really easy because the ketones will suppress your appetite, which is why I was like not hungry much for a couple months. Sorry. Oh, wait, I came from up there, didn't I? Okay, never mind. Gotta find a new way out then. Wasn't here. Oh, duh. Apparently I'm just dense.
There you are. We should get out of here. I don't think this place is safe.
I need some answers. You knew more about the Thorian than you let on.
I was afraid. I wanted to stop the tests, but they threatened me. Told me I'd be next. When the Geth attacked, I stayed behind to send a message to Colonial Affairs. I tried to tell them where to find the Thorian, but the power cut before I could send the message. I never meant for this to happen.
You did what you could. I'll help them, if you can tell me where to find the Thorian.
The Thorian is underneath Zoo's Hope, but the entrance is blocked. The colonists covered it with the freighter just before the Geth attacked.
But why are the Geth after the Thorian? What could Saren want with it?
Is this not obvious?
Well, it does have unique mind control capabilities. That's what Exogeny was interested in.
Normandy to shore party, come in.
What is it, Joker?
We're getting a lot of Geth comm chatter. Looks like they're headed your way.
Thanks for the heads up, Joker. You heard the man. Let's move out.
I'm coming with you. I might be able to help.
Today's my cheat day, so I'm gonna Subway. I haven't had Subway in forever. Subway order go. Oh, okay. Let's talk about this here. I used to, ideally go for a BLT, double bacon, with pickles and mayo. I assume that mayo was a given, but I shouldn't assume. Ding dong. I completely missed on that rocket. buffalo chicken sub, cookies, bag of garden salsa, sun chips, and a Diet Coke. Double bacon looks like... Hey. I cannot tell you how happy I was when I made friends with the Subway guy that used to work at Richmond Mall. And whenever we got sandwiches there, he would just like take a massive fistful of bacon and throw it on there. And he did not even when I said like double, when I just said like, hey, can I get a BLT? He just like slapped all that on. Oh my god, I miss him.
Is there anyone picking this up? Get away from the radio!
What was that all about?
I don't know. Let's go find out.
This is Juliana Beta of Feros Colony. Please help us.
That's my mom! Stop! Stop! They're over!
However, since then, I have gotten into the chicken and bacon ranch. And when I feel like really treating myself, I go with the double bacon, double chicken, pickles, lettuce. Yeah. I want charm to be available, but it just won't unlock. Why is that not? Okay, thank you. Oh, it's a Geth pulse rifle, that's why. Wait, does Liara need an Omni tool?
You can't do this, John.
Everyone shut up! Let me think.
What's going on?
You won't get away with this.
Get her out of here!
Whoa.
Get away from her, you son of a bitch!
Lisbeth!
Damn it! Come out where I can see you! All of you! Shepard. Damn it. I knew it was too much to hope the Geth would kill you. I found some interesting facts about you in the exogenic database.
Like
I
what?
know what happened on a cruise. This doesn't have to end like that.
You threatening me? Sorry guys, work email. BMT on Italian, American cheese, toasted lettuce, tomato, extra pickle, mayo. Used to get oil, but then they got rid of it. Don't like the Subway vinaigrette. Oh. That's not. Okay. Yeah, that was if... The double bacon and double chicken was more so like if I wanted it to last for like a couple days. Maybe back in the day used to be there chicken parmesan sub. I don't even remember that. Meatball marinara. Every now and then, me and my brother will split one. All right, stop threatening me.
Talk this out. Nobody needs to get hurt.
You don't understand. It's not that easy. Communications are back up. Exogenic wants this place purged.
This is a human colony, John. You can't just repurpose us.
It's not just you. There's something here far more valuable than a few colonists.
You're after the one unique thing Feros has, the Thorian.
The what?
It's a telepathic life form living under Zoo's Hope. It's taking control of the colonists there. Exogeny knew all along.
You won't get away with this, John.
So you keep saying, but nobody's gonna miss a few colonists.
Are you kidding me?
I won't let you hurt these people anymore. Drop your weapon, or be prepared to use it.
If that's the way it has to be, heck, come on, come on!
As if we don't have enough problems. Now we're shooting each other in the back.
It's my fault. I knew what was going on, and I didn't do anything.
Don't you start. You do good work, and you know it. So what now, Commander?
I'll deal with the Thorian, then make sure you're safe.
The colonists won't let you near the Thorian. They die first. They're under its control.
What else am I supposed to do?
There's gotta be another way.
I think there is. You could safely use a nerve agent to neutralize the colonists.
Like a gas grenade.
Sounds good. I'll do what I can.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Commander.
Yeah. Okay, story time. In the original game, this did not come up. So, basically what they're saying is you have to go into the colonists and use your grenades. That warning did not come up with the original game. When I played through this the first time and I got to the colony, I heard them say that I had to use my grenades. So I used a bunch of the grenades, but they had the high explosive attachment on them. And so I murdered the entire colony. And then everybody got really upset at me. I'm like, what? What are you so upset about? And then I saw a YouTube video of what I was supposed to do. Oh my god, I was so angry. The next time I played through this game, I thought, okay, I don't want to make the same mistake again, obviously. So what I did was actually put the Thorian gas grenades in my loadout. There was one guy, well, let me do this part and then I'll show you guys. So that's a new enemy too.
No amount of infection could have altered a human to that extent. I wonder what is going on here.
No hitting the colonists, even if the Thorian makes them firearms. That's what the gas grenades are for.
As you order, Commander Shepard.
Okay. See, I had a grenade, I hit all 4 of them with it, they're down, but my colonists alive count did not go down. There's such a thing as supposed to if you can make choices and advance the game. Well, for the kind of playthrough I was trying to do. Much like this, I mean, the first time through I wanted to be a good guy. Take this fight back. Take this fight back. Okay. Doing all right so far. Okay, that was not there in the original game either. Did that hit you too? Good. Good. Ow. Tell me you're bad at video games without telling me you're bad at video games.
I tried to fight it, but it gets in your head. You can't imagine the pain. I was supposed to be their leader. These people trusted me.
I'm 16 for 16 right now, Fidan. Don't you make me do this.
He wants me to stop you, but I won't.
Hey, take it easy.
I won't!
Food has been secured. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Enjoy that. That's principled. Ah. Okay. See, that was the other thing that aggravated me too about murdering the entire colony accidentally, was that it gave me so many renegade points. Y'all see that? That's where we're going.
All right, we just need to find this creature and determine what it... Kira, what is that?
Well, that's just great.
That does not look like any plant I've ever seen. This may be problematic.
Add me on PlayStation? Heck yeah, brother. Just like it's spelled in the channel name. What am I gonna go do exactly? Go touch it? Oh god, I remember this now.
Invaders, your every step is a transgression. 1,000 feelers appraise you as meat, good only to dig or decompose. I speak for the old growth as I did for Saren. You are within and before the Thorian. It commands that you be in awe.
You gave something to Sarah. Something I need.
Saren sought knowledge of those who are gone. The old growth listened to flesh for the first time in the long cycle. Trades were made. Then cold ones began killing the flesh that would tend the next cycle. Flesh fairly given. The old growth sees the air you push as lies. It will listen no more.
I won't let you keep your thralls. Release them, now!
No more will the Thorian listen to those that scurry. Your lives are short, but have gone on too long. Your blood will feed the ground and then it will grow.
Definitely something different in this area.
I feel like you're really overpowered, or am I just crazy? No, I definitely feel that way too. I felt it more strongly in the Mako at first, but even now, you're absolutely right. I mean, in my defense, I have been grinding now for, God, what, 12, 14 hours? Trust me, when we do our insanity playthrough, things are gonna get a lot worse. Trust me. Can I... Oh, yes! Maximum charm. Also, my mother comes home today, and I know she's gonna piss me off about my why? Or how, I guess I should say. Hold on, guys. I'm just gonna take some guns from over here real quick. I know there are more of you. I know there are more of you here. Come on now. Ah! Carnage. overly happy and shit, it's so irritating. Like, the tone she's going to use will be very, what, like saccharine, like talking to you like you're 5 type stuff.
Commander Shepard, we're on the right track.
Also, more so now than I have been previously, this is more about the overpowered conversation. I have been trying to remember to hit my headshots. I didn't necessarily have a weapon at the time that could support that kind of accuracy. But it really does make a big difference.
I suppose I should thank you for releasing me.
Is everything all right? Are you hurt?
I am fine, or I will be, in time. My name is Shiala. I served Matriarch Benezia. When she allied herself with Saren, so did I. Benezia foresaw the influence Saren would have. She joined him to guide him down a gentler path. But Saren is compelling. Benezia lost her way.
Are you saying Saren can control minds?
Benezia underestimated Saren, as I did. We came to believe in his cause and his goals. The strength of his influence is troubling.
Benezia sought to turn the river and was swept away.
Asari matriarchs are among the most intelligent and powerful beings in the galaxy. How could one fall under Saren's control?
Saren has a vessel, an enormous warship unlike anything I've ever seen. He calls it Sovereign. It can dominate the minds of his followers. They become indoctrinated to Saren's will. The process is subtle. It can take days, weeks, but in the end, it is absolute. I was a willing slave when Saren brought me to this world. He needed my biotics to communicate with the Thorian, to learn its secrets. Saren offered me in trade. I was sacrificed to secure an alliance between Saren and the Thorian.
Saren's pretty quick to betray his own people.
He was quick to betray the Thorian, too. After he had what he wanted, he ordered the Geth to destroy all evidence of its existence. Saren knows you are searching for the conduit. He knows you are following his steps. He attacked the Thorian so you could not gain the cipher.
What's the cipher? And why did Saren need it?
The beacon on Eden Prime gave you visions. But the visions are unclear, confusing. They were meant for a Prothean mind. To truly comprehend them, you must think like a Prothean. You must understand their culture, their history, their very existence. The Thorian was here long before the Protheans built this city. It watched and studied them. When they died, it consumed them. They became a part of it.
Enough mystic crap.
So the Thorian taught Saren to think like a Prothean. How?
The cipher is the very essence of being a Prothean. It cannot be described or explained. It would be like describing color to a creature without eyes.
To understand, you must have access to endemic ancestral memory, a viewpoint spanning thousands of Prothean generations. I sensed this ancestral memory, the cipher, when I melded with the Thorian. Our identities merged, our minds intertwined. Such knowledge cannot be taught. It simply exists.
I need that knowledge to stop Saren.
There is a way. I can transfer the knowledge from my mind to yours, as I did with Saren. Try to relax, Commander. Slow, deep breaths. Let go of your physical shell. Reach out to grasp the threads that bind us, one to another. Every action sends ripples across the galaxy. Every idea must touch another mind to live. Each emotion must mark another's spirit. We are all connected. Every living being united in a single glorious existence. Open yourself to the universe, Commander. Embrace eternity. I have given you the cipher, just as it was given to Saren. The ancestral memories of the Protheans are part of you now.
What was that? Commander Shepard, are you alright?
She messed up my mind. She touched me in a certain way.
I saw something. It still didn't make any sense.
You have been given a great gift. The experience of an entire people.
I'm not going to directly answer your question, Mitchell.
This information.
We should get you back to the ship where you can be monitored.
I'm sorry if you have suffered, but there was no other way. You needed the cipher. In time, it will help you understand the vision from the beacon.
Now that you're free of the Thorian, what are you planning to do next?
If you allow it, I would like to stay here with the colonists. They have suffered greatly, and I've played a role in their suffering. I would like to make amends.
The colonists will need all the help they can get. They'll be happy to have you on their side.
Thank you, Commander. May fortune smile upon you.
Toodly-oodly.
You did it. With the Thorian gone, we can start rebuilding for ourselves again. And we're free of Exogeni's threats. We're back to being just a little nowhere colony. Thank you, Commander.
Any luck finding my workstation out in the ruins?
I managed to find the data and transfer it to your OSD.
That's very good news indeed, thank you.
I was there anyway. It was the least I could do.
Well, I appreciate it. Here, you've certainly earned this. Thanks again, Commander.
Is a giant scorpion going to eat the universe? I mean... Okay, so we've got Charm all the way up. Spectre training all the way up. We've got all of our weapons all the way up. So I could further increase weapon damage. Damage reduction. I feel like I should go all in on the weapons since I'm already overpowered, just to really like blow through everything. And for the other two members of the dream team here, I'll just let you guys do your own thing. Well, that's it for this quest, guys. Is a giant scorpion going to eat the universe? I'm curious where you came up with the idea of a giant scorpion. Just about 20 minutes left for the stream today. That insect creature looked kind of like a scorpion. I mean...
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Commander, you look pale. Are you suffering any ill effects from the cipher?
I was just brain probed.
The cipher shook me up a bit.
I might be able to help you. I am an expert on the Protheans. If I join my consciousness to yours, maybe we can make some sense of it.
Kinky.
Do it. Hurry. We don't have much time.
I love how we're doing this and just everybody else is just sitting in a circle watching.
Relax, Commander. Embrace eternity. That was incredible. All this time, all my research, yet I never dreamed. I am sorry. The images were so vivid. I never imagined the experience would be so intense. You are remarkably strong-willed, Commander. What you have been through, what you have seen, would have destroyed a lesser mind.
Come on, get to the point. What did you see?
Ashley, shut up.
The beacon on Eden Prime must have been badly damaged. Large parts of the vision are missing. The data transferred into the Commander's mind is incomplete.
You must have seen something.
I was able to interpret the data relayed through your vision. What was there, at least. But something was missing. Saren must have the missing information. Maybe he found another beacon. If we can find the missing data from your vision, I can... I am sorry. The joining is exhausting. I should go to the medical bay and lie down for a moment.
Didn't tire me out, wuss.
Dr. Chakwas should take a look at you.
That will not be necessary. I just need some rest. Somewhere quiet.
We're done here. Dismissed.
I've sent off the Feros report, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Yes.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Commander, Exogeny should have told us about the Thorian. It would have made your job much easier.
Yeah, you
Might have been
think?
able to capture it for study instead of destroying it.
Don't be stupid.
The Thorian liked to enslave minds. Anyone who studied it would have ended up as one of its thralls.
Perhaps it's for the best then. At least the colony was saved.
Of course it was saved. Shepard would go to any lengths to help a human colony.
Just hang up.
Being human had nothing to do with it. They were in trouble.
Admirable. But sometimes Spectres have to make sacrifices. I hope you're willing to do that when the time comes.
Goodbye, Commander. We will be waiting for your next report.
Miss Williams, Commander, we need to talk. If we do not resolve this situation now, I am afraid things might become awkward.
Oh, awkward, huh?
I hope we can keep this civilized. I do not want things to become unpleasant.
Because it's been so pleasant between us lately. Look, somebody in this room needs to make a choice. It ain't me, and it ain't you.
Maybe we should try to work this out.
I think we must. I may not know much about human relationships, but I understand the concept of jealousy.
Oh, shit.
Jealous? Of you? You're not even our species.
Perhaps that is why you feel threatened. I am a rival unlike any you have faced
I know what's
before.
happening.
Hostility is a common reaction to the unfamiliar.
Doctor, you keep smartassing me, I'll show you what my hostile reaction is.
Cat fight!
Both of you, settle down. We can handle this like mature adults.
This is stupid. We're not married, Shepard. You want to get involved with some alien? Go ahead. It's none of my business.
I never meant for you to get hurt. But Liara's the one I really care about.
Hey, we're all grown-ups here, right? Hope you two will be happy together. If you don't mind, I need to clean my gear.
I feel bad for her, Shepard. I hope she'll be okay.
I'll go talk with her in a while. Give her a chance to cool down.
I suppose you're right. I'm sorry you were put in this position, but I'm glad you chose me. I don't believe we should continue this discussion here in the comm room, Shepard. You know where to find me if you want to have a more private conversation.
Okay. Let's digest that for a second. Basically, if the game thinks that you're trying to romance multiple people, it will force a situation on you in which you have to pick. If you pick, like, if I pick that option that said, like, why can't I have both of you? In that event, both of the potential romantic partners will reject you.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
No.
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
She just asked you to clap her cheeks.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
I like talking with you, Liara, no matter what the subject.
You have been very understanding with me, Shepard. Very patient. I appreciate that. I know there are some strange beliefs about my people. I am familiar with the legend of Asari promiscuity, but those rumors have little basis in fact. When one of my people joins with an individual from another species, it is a very deep and spiritual exchange. We do not enter lightly into a union.
You make it sound almost mystical.
A true union goes far beyond an ordinary melding. It is a connection that transcends the physical universe. Two become one. Thoughts and senses merge, identities intertwine. Memories and emotions weave themselves together, becoming entangled in a single, rapturous whole. It is unlike any other experience. In some cases, it can be a truly life-changing event.
Sounds weird.
Sounds amazing. Are you saying...
No. Oh, no. I am not very good at this, am I? I'm sorry, Shepard. I am trying to explain why I have been so reserved. The Union is more than just sex. It is the lifeblood of my species, the way we Asari evolve and grow as a society. That is why I have never... that is why we must choose our partners with great care.
Unbelievable.
I want you to be absolutely sure about this, Liara.
I am only 106, barely an adult by Asari standards, and I spend most of my time absorbed in my research. I never really thought about it. Not until I met you. You are very special to me, Shepard. But with all that's happened, Saren, the Geth, the Reapers, I do not know if we are ready for this.
These are dark times, Liara. Maybe once all this is over.
I'm glad you understand, Shepard. There is too much at stake. We need to put aside our personal feelings and focus on stopping Saren. I wish it did not have to be that way. But we all have to make sacrifices. Let's talk about something else.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Good timing, Commander. We got a transmission coming in from the Citadel. Top priority clearance.
I'll take it in the comm room.
I don't remember this.
Commander Shepard, we've received information that may be critical to your mission against Saren.
I'll take all the help I can get.
We've received an urgent message from one of our infiltration regiments in the Traverse.
I'm listening.
We currently have several infiltration units scattered throughout the border regions of Citadel space. This particular unit was gathering intel on Saren.
What did they find?
Unfortunately, the message we received was little more than static. The infiltration team must be in a situation where they can't set up proper interstellar communications. But the message was sent on a channel reserved for mission-critical communications. Whatever they were trying to tell us, we know it was important. Considering your interest in Saren, we thought you might want to investigate this. Find out what happened to our team. The signal originated from the planet Vermeer.
I'll look into it.
The Council prefers not to become involved in the specifics of Spectre activities. We only want you to be aware of all your options, including Vermeer. Good luck,
Plausible
Commander
deniability,
Shepard.
if I've ever heard of it.
If we learn anything else.
You can clap her cheeks. Caden is still available. I'm sure Caden's a great guy, but it's not for me. And if you notice now, like back here with Vermeer, this galaxy was not available at the start. Tragic. Sorry. You should get the Mass Effect Legendary Edition, and you can spend all the time you want talking about clapping Caden's cheeks. No, I should take a nap, which I'll do now. Go do now. Good night. Okay, I'm only gonna be on for 5 more minutes. Gonna be trying to pick up some more quests and, you know, grab some other stuff.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
I want to know how it is that Presley's the second in command. I know we got people like Joker.
After years of poor economic performance, ExoGeni has announced that its research colony on Feros is finally returning a profit. New discoveries and a dedicated colonization effort have finally paid off for ExoGeni. ExoGeni stock rose sharply with the announcement, with investors pleased at this surprising news.
God, I love a good media spin, don't you guys? Okay. We are gonna go check out down here.
Hello, Commander.
Show me what you've got.
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander. Enjoy.
I have $2 million. I'm sorry, but this all sucks. Rare stocks my right butt cheeks. Alright, let's go to the tower to tell that guy we found his brother.
Any news? Did you find my brother yet?
I found your brother's body. His ship was attacked by privateers.
Willem's dead? I guess I should have expected this. When his ship dropped out of contact, I just knew. But I kept hoping he might still be alive.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you for finding him. It's better to know one way or the other.
Yeah.
That's what they say, right?
Yeah, it really is.
Please excuse me. I need to go make arrangements for his funeral.
And while I'm looking up a quick list of side quests here, just to make sure that we hit every possible quest, enjoy this advertisement. I know it was a short one, but that is an advertisement for Steamfest. You guys can check out pasteamfest.com. August 21st and 22nd. A little under 2 months away now. I will be there. You can come hang out with me and the rest of the Steam Dragons team. It's going to be a great time. I'm looking forward to it. And I hope to see as many of you there as possible. I'm just going to look through the list here and see if there's anything visibly missing. Let's say Feros. Feros, we got all of them. So... that family matter. I still haven't done the fan. Okay, now what is this? Oh. Okay, so we can't do that one yet. That one we're not eligible for. I don't think we're eligible for that one either. That one we can't do yet. Then we get to there. Okay. quite do that one yet. Those we'll get to in a second. Oh. Interesting. Apparently I can do that once I get back up and board the ship. Okay. Wait. So what do we still have to do here? Sorry writings and valuable minerals. This one's a little odd, but alright. That one we haven't done yet, but we already have. Okay, that one we can't start yet. Like I said, we're just wrapping up trying to see like where we should be heading from now on. Okay. Okay, guys, we're actually going to have to call this here because I came right up against my closing time. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you all enjoyed the show today. I will be back on Sunday with more fun, more great times. But until Sunday, peace out, y'all.